Highland Township Supervisors to order. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don't expect that, man. I barely got back up.
I'd like to introduce Keith Herbison from Aflac.
And I brought with me my district's coordinator, Amanda Stein. She's going to be doing most of the speaking here.
Hi. This is a different forum than what I'm used to, but we had just stopped in and talked to Christy. I actually, over the last several years, worked with a lot of different boroughs and townships. And so when we realized that you guys didn't have necessarily supplemental insurance for your people, we thought maybe it would be something, yes.
Could you stand up here, please?
Absolutely, yes. Sorry, we're both.
You can take a
slightly
seat if you need to sit.
right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're from Aflac. We do supplemental insurance. Do you mind if I sit?
That's fine.
Thank you. We do supplemental insurance, so we know you have, major medical for your people, and I believe it's vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we do other kinds of supplemental insurance, like accident insurance, short-term disability, so that if anybody would get sick or hurt off the job, they'd be able to supplement their income, and sort of take care of their family and their livelihood. Dental, life, those sorts of things. Like I said, I work with a lot of boroughs and townships, and they found the products really useful. I'm assuming that you deduct your healthcare expenses pre-tax already, but Christy wasn't sure.
No.
Does anybody know the answer?
No, we don't.
You're not?
No.
Okay, so even that, it's a form that we fill out with the IRS, and it can save you guys money on your taxes at the end of the year for the things you're already paying for. And then anything new that you add to it, again, it's gonna save you money there. By reducing their taxable income, it reduces the tax that you pay as a matching tax as well. So like I said, even with your healthcare, we do those forms for free. If you were to go out and ask somebody to do it, generally they make you pay to do it. But like I said, we do it for free. So it's just some extra added benefits for your people that maybe aren't available to them right now. Didn't plan to go into products and things like that, obviously, right now. I know you guys are busy and have a lot on your docket. But we were hoping to maybe set up a meeting where we could go into a little more detail, or I don't know if, this is the time for that sort of thing.
Well, up to Christy whenever she would want to meet.
Well, my schedule's a lot less open than you guys. It's
Yeah, we've met a couple of times with Christy now. But I know, like I said, from the other, that there's always a council or board or things like that all of those sorts of things have to go through to give an okay or to that sort of thing, so.
Well, we'd have to have a meeting and
Sure.
look at it, and then if we did want anything, we'd have to bring it up at the next monthly meeting.
Sure.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what-
and some of the boroughs and townships opt to pay for something, like I have one that pays for all the short-term disability, I have another one that pays for like dental and cancer, and then I have other ones that don't pay for anything, they just offer it to the employees, and if they decide that it's useful for them, then they pick it up, and if they don't, then they don't, and it's up to them. But, yeah, that's it for today, I suppose. Is there a time that we can set a meeting to sort
I'd
of
like to-
get into more
I'd
detail
like
with
to meet
you?
with them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a matter of us three being able to do it.
Time, I guess, date.
whatever's good for you guys. Your schedule's my schedule's
Anytime
not.
after 1's good for me.
Same here. What's it today?
No
14th?
Fridays.
We do a Monday the 19th?
Monday, 19th.
What time would be good for you on the
I gotta
19th?
I'll be in the hospital.
Oh, not Monday.
I got a test, heart doctor on the 19th.
Oh.
I won't be back until the 21st.
You want me back to the 21st? I mean, I could be open, what's today, the 14th? The 21st or 22nd works for me. You said no Fridays and you
No
said after
Fridays, no.
Wednesday.
No, anytime after 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.
Oh, after 1 p.m., gotcha, okay. 21st or 22nd works for me, if it works.
Works for me.
Does that work for you, Keith?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Is one better than the other?
What time?
21st is good.
21st is good.
After 1,
After 3:30.
after 3:30.
Well, I can leave work.
No, you're not taking work off of this. No, you're done at
3 o'clock.
3:30.
30.
I mean,
3:30.
3:30. It's 3:30.
Sorry,
Okay.
3:30.
Boss and I-
She means business, I can
Boss
see it
is-
by
I'm
her
in a mood,
face.
sorry.
No, it's not, I know.
I'm in a mood.
Hey, we all gotta answer that on vacation.
I'll leave some
sometimes.
cards with you guys. I
Okay.
know Chrissy already has
Okay.
has one,
Alright.
but yeah. Okay, so we'll
Thank
see you
you.
next Thursday at 3:30.
Wednesday or
Was that right?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I'm
Wednesday
sorry.
at 3:30.
Wednesday at 3:30.
21st.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I've got right there.
Okay.
Perfect. You have your hair.
Okay, thank you very
Enjoy
much.
your meeting.
Alright,
Thanks
thank
for giving
you.
us a few minutes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Time.
Take
See
care.
you next week.
Yes.
Good luck with the lake.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I'd like to open the meeting to public comment. Is there anybody that doesn't understand or doesn't know the public comment policy that would like it to be read? Okay, we'll move forward. This first row. Marcia?
It is my understanding that public official is to act accordingly at all time while holding the office. I have strong concerns when one is seemingly trying to undermine other, like the water authority, fire department, and now the recreation. In my opinion, a public official does not have the right to yell and scream at a volunteer, or call them an idiot and so forth. With the subject of trying to do good for the township, I'm paraphrasing, he said that I don't care about the people in the town. He would like it if I got rid of all the laws so he could go around and slap everyone up in this town that needs it. Then adding, I don't have enough bullets for everyone that needs it.
Oh, my Lord.
When I was asked to do the rack, I was promised full support and operation from the township. But instead, everything's a struggle. Example, the porta potties. During the altercation, I asked when I could expect the porta johns. Again, I'm paraphrasing. He said, "You're not." Then I said it would put the township at risk in case someone got hurt squatting to relieve themselves on township property. Then he would shut the park down and everything down. I feel an public official should not try to intimidate anyone or misrepresent the facts. Also, it is a shame that lies are being spread about things like the fight against the injection well. Well, again, paraphrasing, it was said the judge ruled against the ordinance. She did not have to rule on it because the supervisor said it wasn't legal, even though the court never said that. And paraphrasing again, I'd like to address that the public official told Scott, the one in the corner, that I was going around with a petition about his property, which is a lie. I wish the community could work together, stand up for your rights, and put personal likes and dislikes aside. That's it.
Who's the person that said this?
A public official.
Chuck?
No, sir.
Misty? Alan? Kevin?
Just a question of,
We're not taking any
well,
questions, it's public comment.
last year we had all the berms done and put gravel and paid a lot of money to have that done. And this year they come down through a grader and take it all out. And I was wondering why they did that and if you guys have noticed the scrape marks, they're dug in the pavement all over town. The damage done from the grader.
We're not taking any questions, it's public comment. Bill?
I don't have anything.
Jackie?
Yes, I wish you people would talk louder so we could hear you better. We have a machine. Why aren't we using it?
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about it.
I couldn't hear you, Christy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't think about that. It's because we're not used to using it. I'll try to have it out the next meeting. I apologize. Does somebody want to give Jackie her seat up front so she can hear? Well, then There's a chair right here. There's a chair right here. You can sit
Staring
right in
pool
front.
right there.
You can sit right in front. Well, I'm just saying, then you can hear better.
It's another option, really. It's another option for now.
Leo?
I would like for whoever gave the orders on how to grade these berms to come down to my house and try to drive in my upper driveway with their car and tell me how well they like it. And then after that, go to look at the lower driveway where I backed my truck in with firewood. I used to have a hard time getting in as it was. Now I can't get in there at all. That doesn't make sense to me. You don't grade side roads, side berms on downhill slopes. You level them off. You don't peel them back the way that was messed up down there. I'd like you to drive around there and take a look and see what you can do to fix it.
Tommy?
Any one of you three can do it.
Tommy?
Yeah, I'd like a copy of your public comment quote that you read every day.
Sure.
Every meeting.
John? I said, John, do you have a public comment? Matt? Ryan?
I have 300 foot of frontage out here. And I rake it every spring. I've raked it 3 times this year. I raked it after you put the berming material on last year. If I break a window in a car mowing my grass, I'm just going to tell them to come up here and talk to the secretary. My second comment is, this street, there's other streets, there's a ditch in front of a ditch. The reason there's a ditch in front of the ditch is because you don't have the manpower to do it right, because if you stuck the grader blade out to the ditch, there'd be too much material to clean up and you wouldn't be able to get rid of it. I don't understand. Why is there a ditch in front of the ditch? Explain that to me.
I'm not taking any questions.
That's
It's
not a
public,
question,
it's
it's
public
comment.
comment.
Just explain it to us.
I'm not taking any questions. It's public comment.
How about a comment from you?
Sally? Jody? Bob?
Yeah, I was wondering if Christie had time to get those numbers for us from last meeting.
Yeah, Kevin had asked me to date what we have spent on solicitor bills, and the total to date is $17,312.38. And you had asked what percentage of that was related to CELDF, the home rule, and the lawsuits, and that would be 98.38%.
Wasn't that a question he just asked?
It was a question.
It was a question.
And he got an answer.
Yep.
Only answer
Yeah,
certain things.
'cause that makes them look
For
good.
certain people.
How about
certain
an answer,
people.
Jim? How about an
Where's the
answer?
floor here? Do I still have the floor?
You got your answer.
Did I?
You got your
Yeah,
answer.
but
You
that
asked the
was,
question
but that's
also.
kind of old business anyway, because I was answering your question from last.
I agree.
That was
Last
something that
week,
was
too.
supposed to be addressed from last meeting. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I was,
Still comment time.
do I still have the floor?
Yes.
I was asked about the insurance, why our insurance, we had a presentation with the insurance, which I'm assuming we're gonna have to renew it pretty soon, it's usually done in July, beginning of July. They were asking why the insurance went up, because we had over $89,000 paid out, and that was only for the first lawsuit. I just wanna reiterate that. She actually told us at the presentation that that's gonna continue to go up because of that first lawsuit and the appeals that were filed. And that's why it went up 11.8% this year, and it's gonna continue to rise as long as we're in the middle of this stuff. If they continue to keep giving it to us.
Rose? Tim? Okay, public comments over. I need a motion to approve the May and the special meeting minutes and to accept the May treasurer's report and balance sheet. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Moving on, we have a notice from the DEP. Notice from the DEP.
That was probably, I must have put it out of order. DEP. What was the notice from DEP?
That's the earth disturbance report.
Can't believe they send us something like that.
Must I put it, I must have I put it on there twice. That's actually down there on F. Sorry. I don't know why I put it on there twice. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, that's that's down further, yeah. I just said I put it on there twice. I'm sorry.
We have a notice from the PA Liquor Control Board that the liquor license for the cafe is being changed. We have a notice, or actually a letter from the Elk County Commissioners, that there were some residents that talked to them and wanted their support. We have a letter from Seneca Resources. It says that they sold the majority of their upper Donovan wells to Diversified Oil and Gas. It has their address, and it says that's their only contact information.
They sold it to who, Devonian?
Diversified Oil and Gas.
The reason they sent us a letter is because these people have to bond the road on their own.
Their upper Donovan wells, all their shallow wells were sold.
Upper Devonian. The reason they sent us that is because that company has to bond the road on their own. They will not be running under Seneca's road bond.
Okay, we have an invitation from the Elk County Association of Township Officials to go to a meeting which was last night, and actually Jim, you went to the meeting. Would you like to speak about that?
The crux of the meeting is that there's a law passed in Pennsylvania where the volunteer firemen and any volunteer organizations, your ambulance stuff, are able to get some tax breaks. One tax break they can get is on their property tax. The other tax break is on their earned income tax. We had a lengthy discussion about it, and it was agreed at the meeting to let the fire chiefs, they have a county-wide meeting June 25th, and come up with some recommendations to all of the townships in the county and the two cities. The reason being they would like to have everybody in the county under a uniform program. So they're going to have a meeting. When's your meeting, Bill? The 25th?
June 25th, yeah.
And I think the county association is going to schedule another meeting on July 25th,
Yeah.
somewhere around in there, to come up with some recommendations. Now understand, this is fully funded by the local municipalities. The state will not have a dime in it. And there's a lot of rules tied to it. What it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the fire chiefs to keep a record. You want to add anything to that, Billy?
It is only, like they were talking about last night, Jim, it's on 20% off of your local tax and 20% off of your
EIT.
taxes.
Yeah.
Off your property taxes. And we were discussing it last night down there in a meeting, that it's only gonna be roughly maybe $50 off of your property taxes. And like Jim was saying, June 25th, they put it in the chief's hands of Elk County to come up with a cap to put on it. What it'll be is, we already turned the stuff in you guys what they require, what they want to do. So all we have to do is keep, put it in better terms hand it to you guys, and then you guys will make out the checks to each individual in the fire department. There is a stipulation where it has to, the firemen have to be in the township to get this tax break. McKean County is gonna be going through it, all the counties and stuff are gonna be
it's a
going through the
statewide
same-
program.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be going through it.
Can I ask you a question, Bill, or Jim, whichever one?
Doesn't matter.
Like for instance, for you guys, I mean, I don't know if Alan, I don't know what age Alan has to have, I don't know if he has to be 18 or not, but you and Misty, like, it's one property. Would you both be able to get the 20? But you can take your earned.
You could,
You could each take a discount for your earned, right?
Right,
Because we both have jobs.
Right, that's what I thought, okay.
And it
But
goes
you can't
off-
take 20,
it goes off of what you make too, that's the other,
they won't?
No,
No.
wouldn't be like 20.
the other thing about this is for fully certified
It'd be a
firemen.
20%.
It's not, you can't have a,
That kind of stuff.
I mean, they have to be fully certified. Now, I think they got a 35% of the calls, don't they?
yeah, 50%, it's like 50% I think they have in that paper. 50% of the calls, which we hand that into you guys every year. We haven't gotten it up to you this year yet, we're a little bit behind. But every year we give you guys percentage of what calls we have, how many people make it, and so on.
But it sounds like this is not going to be a big windfall for the firemen.
No, no, it equals out, that's why we're trying to put we're having this meeting, is that there's gonna be a cap on it. We were discussing a little bit last night when you were waiting for me, Jim, that maybe a $500 cap. But it'll be off your local. We're not sure if we're gonna go for the property tax, because like Scott Sura was saying, that's only like a $50 thing. So we're gonna discuss it more at our chiefs meeting. They put it all in our hands. I just might as well say it's gonna make a hell of a lot more paperwork than anything to do.
It sounded like it was more paperwork than what the value of it is.
Yeah,
That's something, Bill, that you're probably gonna have to sit down and figure out is if it's worth it to you to file.
To this, the Highland Township Fire Department already does this paperwork. We already can tell you exactly which member put in how many man hours in their percentage and that kind of stuff. We already do this paperwork. We already hand in the pie graphs and that kind of stuff. The only difference is it'll be like the state can come in and audit it. Not that there's anything wrong or anything, but not only be a lot of paperwork for Bill to do, but there'll also be a lot of paperwork for the secretary to do. And for $50 for the few municipal fire departments that we have, I don't see where it's really worth it.
yeah, Scott Sura said it wasn't much at all. And Scott Sura is the chief of cruising. And their mills is a lot higher than our mills here. And he was saying they figured it all out and it'd be like $50 off of their property taxes.
No, here you wouldn't $50 to take your whole property
What they're
tax.
doing is that they're trying to get volunteers. Because every department in Elk County is having problems with volunteers. It's not only us, it's Ridgeway, St. Mary's. If you notice, if you have a scanner and you listen, every time one of us get called out in Elk County, there's always a mutual aid company coming.
Yeah.
The most of the problem is they're gonna be changing, hopefully, we're trying to get it changed in workplaces. So,
Yeah, that'd be good.
The people that I talked to, the township officials that I talked to there last night, had $300 in the back of their mind.
yeah,
That'd make it worth it.
Yeah. Be $300 a member.
right.
And that's gotta be all approved by each township in the county.
Yeah,
Each township has to take their own choice on that.
yeah, they want it all uniform, so St. Mary's won't get more than us up here.
When do you meet again to decide something like that?
June 25th is
Did you just say
our
that?
chiefs meeting in Jay Township, which is right on the other side of St. Mary's going towards Du Bois,
Right.
in St. Mary's.
Okay. That explains
Okay,
it.
I'm done.
The fire department itself doesn't.
We have a report from DEP on the earth disturbance inspection report for the intersection of 66 and 948. We have a notice from PSATs about the trustees' insurance and retirement services.
Which is going up.
And it's actually going up. We have a notice from the Department of Agriculture about the Forest Service funds.
Yeah, the ones we already got, because before they didn't give us this big printout. And it just breaks down everything that everybody got. That's all. And then they broke it down by county on the front.
Okay, we have a notice from PennDOT that Jason Powell's been named Highway Maintenance Manager from McKean and Elk County. And actually a second one from PennDOT about the payment of state police fines.
Oh, there it is.
And,
Okay, I have it there.
we're gonna receive $888.65.
Yeah.
Membership request from the Ridgeway Chamber of Commerce.
No, we don't ever join that, I guess.
Okay, minutes from the Elk County Commissioners meeting. Minutes from the KARCC. And there were permit application renewals filed by Shell in Highland Township, Seneca Resources in Jones Township, Cameron Energy and Mead Oil in Sheffield Township, and they just have to notify us that they are gonna be doing some work there.
Is that the second injection well coming in?
That's not our township.
About, yeah, but it's only about half a mile from the other one they want to put in, I think.
Don't know, we haven't done anything on that.
I haven't heard anything on it.
Committee reports, Recreation Committee.
Doing the car show July 1st, selling raffles, and we had the cake and pie contest. I hope people enter. And we have kids' games. I'm not finished planting flowers. Some of my flowers died over the top when I was at the doctor's, so. And I want to thank you guys for the porta potty. I appreciate it. And that's about it. I just hope everybody comes to the car show and enjoys it.
Well, the weather's nice.
Do you have a financial report?
Yeah, she has to make a copy.
See me after the meeting, I'll give you my money.
I already filled out your paperwork. I already filled your paperwork out. You always do it every year.
Fire Department, Bill? Here's the treasurer's report.
We only had a few calls last month. We had trees down and broke down tractor and trailer right past 66 948 where they're construction. Then we had one little chief's call this morning that was taken care of.
I see 66 and 948's up for a big change en route tomorrow. They have the Jersey barrier down and everything that is paved. They're probably gonna do some traffic switching there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I forgot to say that the insurance company said we had one of the best parks around. They were impressed, so that made me happy.
Good.
The road department, there's a list here of everything that's been done. Brushes for the broom. Tom said that the brushes pretty much wore down. He wants to know if we want to look into getting another brush and what kind of brush we want to get.
Yeah.
Is this where we might get answers to our questions?
What do you have a question about?
Well, I made it a comment. Can I make it a question now?
No, we're not taking any questions. We're not required to answer any questions.
You're not required.
No, we're not required to answer any questions.
Anyhow, we'll have
Were the roads
Tom
graded correctly? Can
check
I ask that
into-
question?
No,
we'll have Tom check into how much it would cost to put new brushes on the brush.
Thought he had,
What
I
kind?
thought he had a quote on it. Didn't he have a quote on the brush?
I'm not sure if he had a quote or not.
He told me it was around $3,000.
He just told me that the brushes were wore down pretty good.
Well,
And actually, the third garage door over from in, he said that the springs are bad, the door won't open. He wants to know if he can get a hold of that company in Du Bois and have them come up. I guess they looked at it when they replaced the other door and said that the springs were bad.
Yeah, better do that. Yeah, do it.
Christie, you wanna notify him? Or let him
On
know
what?
tomorrow? You wanna let him know tomorrow? You can have somebody
Does somebody do it now?
for this, the garage door. Springs are bad on the
Did he say anything about, he told me something about he might be able to use the ones off the one that they had to replace. But I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how much electric bill was last month.
Oh,
I don't know.
I mean, that would be up to
Yeah.
the place in Du Bois.
No, wait.
tell him to get a quote on
Yeah,
fixing the spring.
yeah.
Okay, old business. Need to discuss and vote on to renew the township insurance.
Which we had a meeting last week and they came up and spoke.
Mike, you're gonna speak up.
Insurance company came up here and spoke. Let's see. Our insurance is going up. Where's the final?
That's near the last, it's near the, at the end. It's like the last, first or second page. What they quoted us. You have to keep going. It's near the back.
Way in the back.
Next one up. There you go.
There you go.
Last year our premiums were $22,416. They're going up to $25,067 this year.
What kind of insurance? What kind of insurance?
Our liability, our.
Liability, auto,
Liability, the insurance on the buildings, the insurance on the equipment. the
everything
insurance
but
on the-
compensation.
What about the fire hall?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was.
Yeah, that's,
No, I'm talking about the building. Because
Yeah.
you guys don't have to cover the contract.
no, it's not.
No,
Okay.
they're
We
not.
know that, that's not
Just
on
the
there.
building
Yeah.
and that's,
Property.
Right,
okay.
but, yeah, so, didn't make much of a difference.
So we have to,
Well, we
Have a
have to
motion to
accept it,
renew?
yeah.
I don't, I don't wanna get through what we went through 2 years ago, hunting insurance, we were just about to get shut down until Matson come in and offered us insurance, which was considerably more, but they were the only show in town at the point. As far as I'm concerned, I hate to say it, but we're gonna get, insurance is gonna go up. I make a motion, we accept the insurance.
I'll second it.
I'll vote yes. Report on the underground tank. Actually, DEP came in, said that there's liquid between the two walls of that double-walled tank and that it has to be taken out. If it's not taken out, the township will be fined. Actually, we have to have an inspector come in. They're coming in tomorrow. Jones Township is gonna actually dig the tank out for us at no charge. But the total cost is gonna be $4,184 just for the DEP permits and to have the inspector there while it's taken out so they see that nothing has been spilled.
And that doesn't include taxes.
That doesn't include what?
Taxes.
Taxes, okay.
So it will be more than that, a little bit. So.
We need a motion to accept that.
Well,
No, that's kind of.
Pretty much we're
Yeah,
mandated to
it
do
falls
it.
under
Yeah.
maintenance. so,
Yeah.
Okay, and we already talked about executive session last meeting.
well, actually, you have to, because you didn't report what your executive session was about, so you have to.
Report on the executive session. It was updates on all the lawsuits. Yep, and that's as far as that's gonna go. And we have to discuss and amend the budget.
I mean, if you don't want to mediate, but we are, as you can see by what I read about what we have to pay out in our solicitor fees, we're only budgeted $8,000 and we have so far gone over, let's see, $3,000. Where's the little paper at? $3,000.
Did you amend it already?
I wrote up the amount, oh, there it is. Yeah, because for 2017 to date, we're already up to $11,188. So, and I'm sure that's not gonna be all of it. So we have to either, what we really didn't want to, but the only place we have extra money is for the fact that we sold that drag. That's $6,500. That's the only money we can use. Other than that, we either would have to take out a plate or we'd have to cut something. Well, actually, the only thing that we could cut is like either wages or medical insurance. But those are our only options. So, I mean, I wrote our amendment up to use that $6,500, but that'll get us up to $14,500 to amend it, and I don't even know if that's going to be enough. So, we can use that, save that $6,500 for something else and take out plate money, or we can just use the $6,500 and hope it holds us. But I don't know if it will or not. So it's up to you guys. If we don't have to do anything today, but we have to do it.
We can
next
switch,
meeting.
we can, you can't amend a budget, but we can switch money around.
Yeah, we
Just
can, we
take
do.
that $6,500.
Yeah, we can do, I wrote up a resolution that would amend, that would
If we
move
have to take
from one
money out
account to
of it,
another.
We'll have to do that.
So,
That would be a blow up.
and the
That's right
fact
now
that,
to do
and
it.
then the fact that our insurance premium went up $3,000, that's gonna bite us too. So, somewhere down the line, we're probably gonna have to take out money. It's a given, because we're so far, we're just, all these bills are just eating us.
Want to make a motion?
Alright,
What do you wanna do?
make a motion to move that.
This,
Yes.
the $6,500?
Make a motion to use the $6,500.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
And we'll look elsewhere next time.
Okay, and that's everything. I'd like to make a motion to review the bills and make a motion to accept the bills as paid and make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Glenn, I have a question. Well, I
Pass it
have
down.
a comment. I never had water in front of my paper box till they graded the road. Now I have a hell of a mud hole. Can anything be done about it? I almost have to have boots to get in to get my paper.
We'll have Tom look at it.
Okay. Now don't wait till it rains because then I'll have to get the boots out again.
Well, how can I tell if there's water in it?
Well, take my word for it.
Christie, do you have any pens?
Okay, meeting is adjourned.
Meeting's adjourned.
Well,
I make
that's
a
fine,
motion to
Dan.
adjourn the meeting.
I'm Leo Nicholas, in case anybody doesn't know, and I'd like to offer an open invitation for anyone in this room to drive down past my house, drive their car into my upper driveway, and tell me what they think of the ride, and then eyeball how the lower driveway has been fixed through the township maintenance. I'd like to know if any supervisor here has ever had any idea of road maintenance, other than you, Jim, I know.
Leo, there's a roads program and there's standards that go by for road design and road maintenance.
Exactly.
And the other thing I'll say, and I don't like to say it, and you're not gonna like me hear it, the driveway is your responsibility.
On township right away. It is not.
Oh, yes, it is. You make it. Hey, how come I have to do mine every year when PennDOT comes by and they run grader down there and I got a pile of dirt? If I don't want the water run in my driveway, I fix it. So it's
that's up to me to fix.
It's up to you. It's up to you. The driveway entrance to the public highway is the owner's responsibility, much as I hate to say
Well,
that.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna throw son of a bitch back in. And I dare you to come and try to grade it out again.
Okay,
But I
but-
won't go for the guy in the grader. I'll come to your house. And that ain't a promise.
Okay, here, you want this to,
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
I worked for several years, from dirt up, building highways and repaving them. I have an idea what they're supposed to look like. You want to find 10 other mistakes that you had there on your road? Just take a little run down the back road to Windy City. That's in the rule book.
we gotta corner you outside after the meeting. Is that how we get answers? Instead of in a public forum where everybody can hear you.
Yeah, and another thing, how about we get those graders down in front of the supervisor's house, which were somehow mistakenly missed. And cut out the Thursday night meetings down at the corner house on New Jersey
Hey,
Avenue.
Leo, get out of here.
Yeah,
Get out.
I'm leaving.
That is my personal property.
Yeah, you have no right, Leo. Get out.
If it was your first property,
No,
they
no,
dug
no,
your
no,
driveway.
no, I'm not talking to you. That is his friends coming over.
How come they come over
You
12,
are
14
crossing the
vehicles
line,
after
Leo.
every township meeting?
You are crossing the line.
You're damn right, and so is he. Inviting those
He's-
friends over after the township meeting.
He doesn't
every
invite
month.
anybody over, they come over.
Oh, yeah.
You are welcome to come to my house anytime, and anybody here is welcome, and they know that. I suggest you leave.
Don't worry about it, I'm leaving, Sally. I think that's what
You need to zip it, Leo.
I think your
I'm gonna
husband
press
ought to
charges.
leave his
I am
supervisor.
pissed off.
Good, you ought to be.
Get out.
Go out there and get the goddamn road. How come they didn't
You know what, you
from
want to
here?
hear a little story about a girl about my age, or much younger, who owned a piece of property? And the father and the husband of this one, the father and the husband of that one.
So how did I get brought into this?
I had to fight with that man, because every time it rained, everybody in James City's water in your ditch ran down my house, and it flooded my garage, and I lost X amount of inches or...
It still does, but maybe we ought to grade my driveway.
Every time it rained.
Freaking morons. Bunch of
I've
morons.
been ditching him for 100 years.
They fix it,
But yeah, they yes, and he finally fixed it. But you know what I mean? You can't tell me that you don't.
Judy Punk flooded out for years.
That's right. Every single one, you know damn well what I'm talking about. So you wanna point fingers at these guys? You all need to look at yourselves, because every son of a bitch and one of them.
You're not allowed to swear in here.
The meeting's adjourned.
You're not allowed
The
to
meeting's
swear.
adjourned.
You're not allowed to swear.
The meeting's adjourned.
Be quiet, she's the one screaming.
Because I'm sick of the shit.
Well, at least I didn't say nothing. What did I say?
I wasn't yelling at you, you just yelled at me, did you not?
You're screaming at everybody.
I should be screaming.
No, I was
You brought my
screaming.
name up. I didn't realize that I did.
I never even said your name.
You said the
I never
son
said
of this
your
one?
name.
Well, you're implying something.
Well, you are the son. That's why I didn't mention your
I think
name.
a cognizant thing that Charlie knows a hell of a lot more about taking care of roads than anybody else standing up
You
here.
think?
Pretty much do.
Actually,
Huh?
he did.
What'd you say, Mike?
He did do a good job. He did do a good job on the road. I'll give you that. He did do a good job on the road. Still money. I will give you that.
Stole a lot, didn't he, Rose? You knew, stole a lot. Prove it. Prove it. Just like the misappropriations of the secretary, stole a lot.
92,000. The only man in town that got 96,000. Yeah.
Are we ready
We're all fucking got away with it, don't did they?
I hope you got that on film. You get it on sound too?
She ought to.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Because that's the way it is out here.